If you're someone who's ever tried and failed with sticking to a budget, this is for you. In this video, I'm going to share with you why budgets don't work and a new 6-step approach to spending that will allow you to enjoy your hard-earned money while putting you in control of your personal finances. Now let's go. Before we begin, my name is Mick Adler. I am not a financial advisor. I'm just some guy who wanted to learn more about personal finance but felt overwhelmed and bored by all of the content that was out there. So I set off to find a new age, semi-interesting approach to personal finance, and I am excited to share that with you guys on this channel. Honestly, do you know anyone who has ever stuck to a budget? They require a tremendous amount of willpower. Are you really going to say no to lunch with that friend that you haven't seen in ages? We can't control the things and events that pop up in our life. Life is spontaneous, and for that reason, budgets do not work. Luckily, I have a better approach for you. Something that I call the pocket money method. The idea behind this method is to take the guesswork and willpower out of your spending by separating your fixed expenses from your leisure and then automating your cash flow. Just before we get started, I have provided a link in the description to the pocket money method. Step 1. We first need to get an understanding of your personal finance cash flow, i.e. the money coming in and the money going out every month. You could do it old school by putting together an Excel spreadsheet, going through your bank statements and categorizing your spending, or you could use an app that basically crawls through all your different current accounts and your credit card accounts in order to consolidate all your spending and income in one central place. So, because I'm based in the UK, I use the free version of an app called Emma. Emma uses AI to categorize your spending into different categories, being it eating out, groceries, utilities, transports, etc. The app itself has got a beautiful user interface. It's quite easy to use. It's quite intuitive as well. By the way, this is not a sponsored video. I'm not sponsored by Emma. I just have been enjoying the app quite a lot. I will put a link down below in the comments for you to check it out if you enjoy, as well as 1 or 2 other ones that I've tried before. But in my opinion, I think Emma is the best and the most easy to use. The next step involves calculating and identifying all your fixed expenses. So your fixed expenses being everything you spend on a monthly basis that you essentially, I guess, need to survive. So it could be your rents and mortgage, it could be your utility bills, it could be transport, groceries, everything that you need in order to survive to get through the month. This does not include your leisure spending being eating out, going for drinks, shopping. Step 3. Divide your total expenses by your net income. Net income being your take-home pay. So this will give you a percentage. Ideally, you want to aim for the 50 to 60% range. And what this means is your total fixed cost expenditure should be within 50 to 60% of your total net income. If your total fixed expenses are above 60%, you should cut down as much as you possibly can to get it within that range. Obviously, if it's below 50%, then you're doing a great job and you've just got more money to put away towards saving and investments, as well as spending on the things that you love. Step 4, once you've calculated your fixed expenditure percentage, you're going to want to split the remaining percentage 3 ways. So between your savings account, investment account, and pocket money. As an example, if you have a net income of £1,000 and your fixed expenses are £500, that leaves you with a fixed expense ratio of 50%. If you look at the bottom right-hand corner under allocations, and then the investments, savings, and pocket money silos are basically just the 100% minus the 50% being your fixed expenses, and then split 3 ways, which is 16.67% each. Feel free to tweak these percentages as much as you want. If you want to be more aggressive with investment and savings, fantastic, that's great. I do just want to caution you that this is a long-term play, so you don't want to be too cautious and you don't want to be too aggressive with your savings and investments, because you need to sustain this for a long time. And ultimately, what's the point of making money if you can't enjoy quite a decent amount? And on the other hand, don't put too much money into the pocket money silo, because the more that you can save and invest now, the better. Step 5, identify and/or set up your sub-investments and sub-saving accounts. If you do not have existing savings or investment accounts, that's fine. What we're simply going to be doing is putting that money into different sub-accounts within your bank account, and we'll label those accounts savings and investments. When it comes to finding optimal savings and investments accounts, that's something I'm going to be covering in a future video. Or you could find a financial advisor who would help you set up your saving and investment accounts. However, when you are looking for a financial advisor, just make sure that they charge by the hour as a consultant, as opposed to as a percentage of your investments. Lastly, you're going to want to set up a third sub account called Pocket Money, and try call your bank to see if you can get a separate card for that account in particular, one that's only linked to that account. Step 6, the final step. We're going to be setting up debit orders for the money to flow into each one of these 3 accounts, into your sub saving account, into your sub investment account, and into your sub pocket money account. The debit orders should ideally be executed a few days after your salary comes into your account. So if your salary comes into your account on the 25th of the month of the previous month, try set up your debit orders 5 to 7 days after that date, just to allow some buffer time. So your flow should look something like this, with your income coming into your checking account every month. Once again, the checking account will be used to pay fixed expenses. And once again, you want to aim for those fixed expenses to be ideally between 50 to 60%. Then to set up debit orders to your savings, investment, and pocket money accounts, split 3 ways. And for your pocket money account, you should have a card linked up with that, so that you can spend that purely on the things that you want to buy. I do hope this was helpful for some of you guys, and if you do have any questions, please just feel free to put them in the comment section below. So if you're feeling overwhelmed by all the financial information that's out there, and you're feeling like personal finance and investments and savings are really boring, then stick around on this channel, because we'll be exploring this new approach to personal finance and how to make it, I guess, as interesting as personal finance can be. See you guys in the next video.